Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, I actually have a lot of really big news I want to go cover on over today, where we have a brand new PlayStation Showcase. So basically, hopefully brand new games coming out in the very near future that's now been being rumored and maybe might be announced sometime in the near future. Now, once again, some of these things are always still on the skeptical side. We're still kind of speculating, but either way, we have a lot of cool things to go talk about that. We also have some really big other new brand new games coming out for Xbox, one of the most anticipated indie games of the entire year. We have some more cool stuff such as Skate 4, some Witcher news, and everything else. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy this comfy little video, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on if you guys do enjoy. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. And I also did want to go mention this one. We did make a community post, but I do want to try to have a little bit of feedback when it comes to most of my videos. I do have a pretty big list, and I may make more of a sit-down video on this, but if any of you guys are actually active and usual watchers of the channel, feel free to go leave any feedback on this video, maybe if you guys want to. I have my days off of everything else, so I can go through all the comments, but I have a few kind of quick things, such as I want to, maybe cut out the intros a little bit shorter, maybe try to fine-tune one kind of big, proper, good video, but maybe do a mixture of both PlayStation and Xbox news and combine it. I've been wanting to do better editing for a while, maybe try to expand out the horizons on some different types of gaming news, or as well just general news, cultural news, and all of that. There's a lot of little small changes too. Basically, be like a little bit more fine-tuned, a little bit more better, and a little bit more, I guess, like aloof and all of that. So if you guys have any feedback, leave a comment down below. Let's dive into the video itself. So, as I mentioned, when it comes to this one, PlayStation hasn't done a major big showcase in a while. Same with Xbox, same with pretty much every big platform, in all honesty. Right now, we're basically just waiting for, what games are going to be coming out in 2024. Are we looking forward to anything? Are there any big AAA games, both on the Xbox and PlayStation side? Now, Xbox does have a few games on its lineup throughout this year, and PlayStation does have a few more of, AA games, but we haven't really been sitting around waiting for this, oh my god, I cannot wait for, say, Starfield, and later on this year, Spider-Man later on this year. We just haven't got one of those games as of yet. But typically around the starting, late springtime and also summertime, the old E3, Summer Games Fest, etc., that's where things start getting a little bit more on the magical side. So apparently right now, Sony is rumored planning a PlayStation Showcase next month. It has now been claimed. So we're on the lookout maybe for May-ish or so to have a brand new event. And right now, a lot of people are assuming and speculating that Silent Hill will finally have proper release dates, more information, and I'm pretty excited for these games too at the end of the day. So Silent 2 could be featured at the event itself, saying that Sony's reportedly planning to hold a PlayStation product showcase next month. So we had Jeff Grubb, who said on Today that he's heard a bunch of times that either a PlayStation Showcase, which is usually the bigger event, we have bigger games, better games, or the State of Play will be taking place in May. So following the news that Konami's Silent Hill 2 remake seems to have been classified by the ESRB, so basically means it's kind of approved, it's got its rating done, it's kind of vibing, it's more existent at this point. They basically said that had expected the game to appear at this next upcoming PlayStation event, which also makes sense too. We've seen a lot of PlayStation tie-ins, we know it's kind of going vibing pretty good, so at the end of the day, we're pretty happy with it. I have heard that there will be a PlayStation something, either a State of Play or Showcase as of next month in May, so it's probably going to be there. I've heard both a Showcase and maybe State of Play. It seems like they might lean towards more of a Showcase, and usually, like I said, Showcases are bigger. That's kind of like that one time every year, a lot more games, a lot more in-depth, a lot more excitement stuff. And State of Plays can be kind of a 50-50, sometimes indie, sometimes VR. Just kind of really depends on the vibe. So saying a PlayStation Showcase held in May of 2023 ran for over an hour and featured more than 30 games, as well as the PlayStation Portal. So this actually might be a preemptive big announcement when it comes to everything as a whole. Because, once again, we don't really know what's coming out throughout 2024. It's overdue. We do have Stellar Blade to hold us over. It just had Rise of Ronin, especially on the PlayStation side. And it's kind of just, we just need something. We need a little bit of a bit and piece. Whether it's the Venom game for later on this year, whether it's Last of Us teasers, Uncharted, I don't know. Give us something. That'll be nice. But either way, it does seem like Silent Hill games will be the big focus, which would make sense. We've had that teased and leaked before. So basically, I'll have other games such as maybe Helldivers, maybe big updates for that, Metal Gear Solid 2 as well, Marathon, which I don't think Marathon will probably be talked about, Farm Stars, these are all old school games, kind of give updates for it. But basically, Farm Stars is kind of dead, Fair Game Cash, haven't really seen too much or of a Concord, but I can see things like Marathon, maybe having an update, maybe having some more on the Metal Gear side, Helldivers, if they had a big side, maybe update, more additions, I don't know, something like that, I can maybe see it. On around October 2022, that's when Silent Hill was basically announced as well. So we heard a lot of Silent Hill news a few years back, so it would probably make sense. It's been 2 years for updates with that as well. So either way, we are kind of expecting some cool stuff. A lot of people were more on the Silent Hill side. Now, we do also have some other kind of big news over here where This one is a big one. If you guys know, when it comes to Hollow Knight, it's like all this type of stuff. This is a good game. I loved Hollow Knight when I was a kid. But one of the bigger things out there is that everyone's been waiting for Silksong. And right now, this has been getting the internet completely very, very excited because they now finally have the Xbox store for Hollow Knight Silksong. And this is excited. I think a lot of people, this is a very committed community. It may not be the best for YouTube or Twitch streamers themselves, but this game has been a very sought after game, very well made indie game, and I think everything out here is fucking fantastic. I did say I wanted to go and be a little bit more true to myself. Sorry, I dropped. My bad. I don't think there's that many kids that watch me. I feel like I shouldn't mind swearing on occasion on my YouTube videos. I swear like a sailor on my Twitch stream. I'm trying to get a little bit more loosey-goosey on YouTube. I feel like I don't want to be too much of well, today's news is Sony is making video games and Hollow Knight is coming. I want to have a little bit more of that loosey-goosey vibe. I feel like if you guys ever seen that Miranda Cosgrove clip where it's like, I do sometimes cuss a little. Like that, I feel like that was me right there as a whole. Like, I'm sorry, my bad. Anyway, my bad. So I'm very excited for this game. It's gonna be fantastic. Everyone loves Silksong. This has been almost an ongoing meme that this game will never come out. Keeps getting perpetually pushed back, etc., etc. But this to me is kind of like a public leak, which has been very nice to see. We also have been seeing kind of funny enough even more stuff for Skate 4. Skate 4, once again, was an absolute massively good vibe back in the day, all the old school skate games. And right now it seems like Skate 4 is now rumored and expected to be released as of this year, with an open beta coming sometime soon. And people are saying the game actually might be launching fully free-to-play, which I think will be crazy. Like, I'd be very down to see play this game free-to-play. Get some microtransaction on it. I'm not a big fan usually of DLCs or microtransactions, but if it's for a free-to-play game, I'm usually okay with it. If it's mainly based on like cosmetics and a few various side things, it doesn't really affect gameplay too much. I'm cool with that. I think Skate was always more on the goofy side, sell some funny outfits, make a little bit of money on it, make it free to play, get some subscriptions going on. Like, I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. But I always did like Skate back in the day. So this is a big win also in my mind. And then last but not least, we had some pretty fun Witcher 4 news. Now, this whole entire article is in Portuguese itself, live translating as we speak, but basically we're now finally finding news about The Witcher 4. We'll apparently get a brand new trilogy, and this kind of makes me happy, because they're basically still in that same Witcher universe and vibe, but they're not going to be, I believe, focused on Geralt itself. Basically saying that this is going to be happening chronology before the previous games based on a misinterpretation of the CD Projekt statement. Some people are kind of worried about that one, but they're saying that they more so want to expand the universe. From my understanding is they want to have a brand new trilogy, have brand new characters. There's no release date yet, but they want to keep working on the game and kind of fulfilling the Witcher saga, and I believe there's going to be new characters and not based on the Geralt character, which I think is kind of nice. I love the Geralt character, but something brand new in that same vibe, different areas, different monsters, different characters and personalities. I'm very down with this. So I want to hear all your thoughts and comments and everything down below, because this is kind of cool stuff. And mainly now that we had a lot of these old school games such as Cyberpunk being done, we can now either see Cyberpunk 2 coming out, Witcher 4 coming out in the near future and being worked on, and I'm just excited to see all these game leaks. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below, and I appreciate you guys all very much for watching here in the first place.